Hello everyone, I hope everybody's day is off to a fabulous start. I wanted to talk about the NFL draft, which seems kind of crazy because not very on brand for me, and I'm not a football fan, but my husband and my children are, and so I was laying in bed with my husband and he had the draft on. It was on silent, but it was on while we were watching something else together. And I couldn't hear what they were saying, but it just seemed like every player had this story before they got drafted or right after, I'm not really sure. And it was like something tragic in every story or something that these people had overcome or something like that. And in my head, when I'm first watching this, I'm like, this is supposed to be like this big happy thing. You're getting drafted into the NFL and it's all these like sad stories beforehand. And that was my initial reaction. And then I sat with it for a few minutes and I thought, you know what? This is really an important thing. And I sat with my 11-year-old and he and I talked about it as well. So I think the valuable lesson to take away from this is twofold. One is that everybody has trauma. No matter what, every person is going to experience trauma. So while these kids, and they're still kind of kids, are being drafted into the NFL, and this is this great, amazing thing that they've worked so hard for, it doesn't mean they haven't experienced something that was traumatic or tragic in their lives. And that's something to keep in mind because at the end of the day, we're all human. So they're human, we're human, and we're all experiencing life together and all the things that go along with that. And I think it's very easy for us to get caught up in celebrity and professional athletes and they're so blessed and they have such a great life, and hopefully they do, but that doesn't mean that they're shielded from the other things and the other traumatic things that can happen in life. So the other part of it is that I want everyone to keep in mind is we just don't know what anyone's going through. So it's very easy to say, oh, they just got drafted into the NFL. They're so lucky. They're so blessed. And yes, they are. But that doesn't negate anything else. And you just don't know what's going on behind closed doors in someone else's life. And that's why it's so important to treat everyone with kindness all the time, because we all have things going on and not everyone knows what those things are. So this is something I talked to my children about today, and I wanted to share with all of you because I think it's so important for us to all remember, no matter what, we're all human. We're all living this human experience. We're all going to experience tragedy and trauma, and we don't know what each other is going through. So if we just treat everyone with kindness and love, the world would be a much better place. That's it for me today. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll see you real soon.